Good evening, everyone. I'm Kevin Hodge. Tonight on your WZMQ 19 News, state representatives are introducing new legislation that aims to help Michigan families with child care affordability. We'll have the details. Plus, we'll have the latest from Washington, D.C. on the push to confirm Trump cabinet picks RFK Jr. and Tulsi Gabbard. And UP high school students compete for scholarships in a competition focused on CTE skills. Your 19 News at 6 starts now.
Live from the UP, this is WZMQ 19 News at 6.
Checking things out for tonight, going to get on the cold side here. Clouds will be thickening up, and by daybreak, we'll probably see some snow develop in the region as a front comes in from the west. Temperatures bottoming out in the 10-degree mark and then slowly rising a bit toward daybreak. Fortunately, the winds will be dying down, and some snow will be developing, particularly along the Wisconsin border by late tonight or early tomorrow morning. Temperatures will be in the teens. Rest of the weekend forecast later in the show. Kevin?
Thanks, Tom. We'll see you soon. In the state capitol, House Republicans have introduced economic policy focused on family affordability. Our Michigan Capitol correspondent Sophia Murphy has more from one of the authors of the changes he hopes will bring financial relief to Michigan families.
3 state representatives are working on legislation they hope will lower costs for families in Michigan.
It's too expensive, too costly, too difficult to raise a family right now in the state of Michigan. And House Republicans want to put real solutions on the table.
Representatives Schuette, Schmaltz, and DeBoer introduced the legislation earlier this week. A package of 3 bills that all target different expenses for Michiganders with young children. The first bill would introduce family and child tax credits, allowing parents to claim up to 50% of the family tax credit for eligible dependents.
We need to make it a better place to raise a family in every corner of both of our peninsulas in the state of Michigan.
The second bill would create an option for families to start tax-deductible child care savings accounts. The last would remove sales and use taxes on child care items.
That's your baby strollers, your diapers, your cribs. Again, looking at ways where we can put money back in the pockets of Michiganders, take costs down when inflation is really hitting people hard.
Schuette says their hopes are to find places where they can ease the financial burdens on new families. He introduced the legislation last session, but it never saw a hearing in committee. Schuette says the bills are now expected to make it through committee before the end of the month. From Michigan's capital, Sophia Murphy, WZMQ 19 News.
This past week, the U.S. Senate confirmed additional cabinet secretaries filling the top positions to lead departments like Veterans Affairs, Housing and Urban Development, Energy, and the Justice Department. Next week, we can expect the Senate to move forward with some of Trump's most controversial picks. Our Washington, D.C. correspondent Rachel Knapp reports.
On this vote, the yeas are 52.
In total, the Senate has confirmed 13 cabinet members. There are 9 nominations still waiting to be confirmed. Some of them have made headlines as more controversial picks, like Tulsi Gabbard for Director of National Intelligence. She's a former Democratic House member, ran for president in 2020, a veteran, and she's been accused of sharing Russian propaganda.
If confirmed, would you support or recommend a pardon or any kind of clemency for Edward Snowden?
Thank you for the question, Senator Collins. If confirmed as the Director of National Intelligence, my responsibility would be to ensure the security of our nation's secrets and would not take actions to advocate for any actions related to Snowden.
And Robert F. Kennedy for Health and Human Services Secretary. He also ran for president as a Democrat, then as an independent, and then endorsed Trump. He's caused concerns about leading this department following comments he's made about vaccines and among other health theories.
Did you say that exposure to pesticides causes children to become transgender?
No, I never said that.
Okay, I have the record that I'll give to the chairman, and he can make his judgment about what you said.
Kennedy's and Gabbard's confirmation is now in the hands of the full United States Senate. We are looking to see if a few Republicans will break from their party on these votes, but we can't expect all Democrats to vote down these nominations. Both nominees lost a crucial Senate swing vote with Pennsylvania Senator John Fetterman, who has supported some of Trump's other nominees. Recently announced that he will not support Gabbard or Kennedy's nomination. We expect the Senate to vote on their nominations as early as next week. At the Capitol, Rachel Knapp, WZMQ 19 News.
February is considered Career and Technical Education Month, and today Bay College brought students from several UP high schools together for a CTE competition. Our Escanaba reporter Lily Simmons has more.
65 high schoolers put their knowledge of trades on display at the Skills USA regional competition Friday morning.
We have automotive, welding, and computers. Students will compete for first, second, and third place, and those positions then will represent the UP in Grand Rapids in April and potentially get some scholarships.
For students currently enrolled in ISD trades programs, Skills USA puts everything they've studied to the test.
When I was a sophomore into now being a first year in the automotive program technically, I've learned a lot and I've taken a lot out of it. Plus, it kind of helps that I grew up working on semis since I was 12.
Some returning competitors hope to top their previous performances.
2 years ago, I placed 7th out of 9, so I wanted to try my luck at it again.
Students like Nathan are already working as interns in their chosen field, thanks to the experience they've gained at these competitions. He says they've also provided valuable life lessons.
It makes more sense to do it yourself if you can, instead of having to pay extra for a dealership or independent shop to do it.
And even for students who don't plan to pursue the trade they're competing in, Skills USA will still benefit them after high school.
It makes you really appealing to companies and colleges because they see that you have drive. Even if you don't place, the fact that you came and decided to compete in something you're passionate about shows a lot about you. It's a lot of fun, and like the people you meet here is awesome too.
So no matter what place they earn today or in Grand Rapids, they say Skills USA is helping them get ready for the future.
I think that you should just try everything you can in life, especially in high school, and make the most out of it.
I hope they get the feel for just the experience alone of competition and having the ability to further their careers. This will kickstart some of them.
Lily Simmons, WZMQ 19 News, Escanaba.
Sports fans who just can't wait until Super Bowl Sunday can get their fix tomorrow in Delta County. Escanaba's Super Sports Cards and Memorabilia Show takes place at the Chamber of Commerce. Vendors will have everything from sports, Pokemon, and Magic the Gathering cards to comics, video games, jerseys, and other collectibles. With the popularity of sports cards growing in recent years, organizers decided to create a new event, the first of its kind in the area since the 90s.
I moved here about 6 years ago. COVID happened and the card market kind of soared. I just hope people get the chance to find some collectibles that they want and just to see this continue to grow so that we can do this more in the future.
The show runs from 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. Admission is $2 and half of the proceeds will be donated to the Delta Animal Shelter. Your first warning weather forecast is coming up after the break. Tom DeVecchio lets us know what kind of temperatures we'll see this weekend. And later, the Upper Goddess shows us another option that could be a big hit at your Super Bowl parties. We're back in 2 minutes.
Whom should I say is calling?
NCIS Sydney.
AFP.
2 for the price of 1. This is one of those moments where the Navy expects you to think outside the box. To have the guts to ignore history and trust your instinct.
I like that.
NCIS Sydney, new season CBS tonight, 8/7 Central and streaming on Paramount+.
John's Auto is quickly becoming everybody's favorite place to buy get their car fixed. John's Auto is quickly becoming everybody's favorite place to fix their car. Was that right? For a better service experience, come to John's Auto Market. Why do I keep forgetting that word? Experience. Okay, go. 3, 2. For a better service experience, come to John's Auto Market.
And don't forget, we're
WZMQ 19 seeks a talented and dynamic multimedia account executive who thrives in a fast-paced working environment. Passionate, motivated, goal-oriented individuals should apply. Responsibilities include identifying the needs of local businesses, developing strong relationships, selling advertising on our TV, digital, and CTV platforms. Email your resume and cover letter to advertising@WZMQ19.com today. Tonight's weather is brought to you by Shunk Furniture.
It's Shunk's big winter sale. It's that time of year when you spend more time on your sofa, more time on your recliner, and more time in bed. During Shunk's big winter sale, you'll save on the furniture you need. There's big discounts on all Flex Steel furniture, like this leather Flex Steel Power Reclining Groups, 55% off. And there's big savings on Lazy Boy recliners, over 35 different models to choose from, and they're all on sale. They start at just $449. Shop Shunk's big winter sale at both locations for big discounts. Shop Shunk's Marquette today.
Now, WZMQ TV19 First Warning Weather with meteorologist Tom DeVecchio.
Checking out the wind chills and the frostbite risk through the weekend into early next week. Not too bad. We're going to have some cold temperatures. Wind chills, though, as we head on through Saturday, will be in the teens, dropping down to the single digits on Sunday. So we'll be generally in the moderate risk for frostbite, and we're going to go up and down. Fortunately, cold temperatures, but not a ton of wind, not a lot of gusty winds into early next week, and that's certainly some good news. Here's the snow depth right now based on what we're hearing from the Weather Service, and the snowpack around here at the airport in Marquette, 6 inches there, up to 22, still close to 2 feet at Houghton. Sault Ste. Marie over 2 feet. So you can see in the traditional snow belts, we still have a lot of snowpack. Of course, a lot less as you head farther toward the south. So the winds will be going out of the west and then northwest on Saturday, light out of the west. So again, that's good news, keeping the wind chills down, even though the air itself will be cold. We'll be going to about 5 to 15 more northwest as we head on towards Saturday night. So the clouds come in, and we're going to get grazed by this low pressure. It's going to be mainly to the south of us, heading across Wisconsin, and we'll get some of that hit of snow as well. That trend will continue into Saturday evening, then gradually taper off. Some limited bands of lake effect, except maybe out towards Sault Ste. Marie as we head on through Saturday night and into the day on Sunday. So snowfall for Saturday, we're looking at, a little over an inch, inch and a half here in Marquette. Could be closer to 3 inches along the Wisconsin border as you are closer toward that low pressure, maybe even 3 inches. Though new models have been moving the low a little bit farther south, so maybe these might drop a little bit. But so far, we're looking at probably about 1 to 2, maybe up to 3 along the border of Wisconsin. But for tonight, some snow. Some of that snow developed toward daybreak, Iron River to Ironwood. The rest of you probably just staying cloudy. Temperatures will be in the lower to mid-teens. And tomorrow, temperatures mid-20s. Good chance for some snow, particularly in the morning. You saw the snow amounts, and that snow will be diminishing Saturday night, except far east out towards Sault Ste. Marie, keeping Sunday dry. And then Monday will be around 20 with partly sunny skies, and then the real cold comes in. It's going to stay entrenched for the rest of the week, Tuesday through Friday. High temperatures may not get above 10 on Tuesday. We'll see a couple of days where it will be below 0. The good news is the air will be very dry, very stable, so we don't expect much in the way of snowfall, even with these cold temps.
Tom, thanks again. The opening ceremony has kicked off this year's Meyer State Games in Negaunee. We're coming up on Insights. We're bringing you live coverage of what's to come. We'll be right back after this.
Do you wonder if playing the same Michigan lottery numbers over and over again improves your odds to win? That's actually a myth. You see, every set of numbers always has the same chance of winning because every drawing is random. Previous results have no effect on future drawings. So know the facts. If it stops being a game, call the helpline or visit our website. Knowing your limits is always the best bet.
What happens when the world's best journalists come together?
This was an entire building. It will take years to rebuild.
We're from CBS News, American television.
You get the all-new CBS Evening News every weeknight.
If you are suffering from mesothelioma, lung cancer, or pulmonary fibrosis, you may be entitled to compensation, even if you smoked. Call Detroit-based Goldberg, Persky & White, working lawyers for working people for more than 35 years.
I thought it was just a rash, but it had a bullseye ring around it. My doctor said it was a tick bite. Luckily, we caught it early.
Ticks found in tall grass around your home can spread Lyme disease and other illnesses, which can lead to chronic health issues. The CDC estimates nearly 500,000 people across the country are diagnosed with Lyme disease each year.
I didn't understand why my brother was having so many asthma flare-ups. Sometimes he couldn't breathe. Turns out a roach problem at home was triggering it.
Allergens left behind by dust mites, roaches, and rodents are a major driver of asthma attacks, especially in children.
When I had a fever, body aches, and fatigue, I never thought it would have been West Nile virus. All it took was a mosquito bite while gardening.
Mosquitoes spread West Nile virus and many other diseases, and they can breed in standing water around your home. Protect your family from pests. Get the facts at pestworld.org.
You're watching WZMQ 19 News, live and local, with Kevin Hodge.
Welcome back, everyone. The Meijer State Games are officially underway, with the opening ceremony kicking it off just in the past hour. This year, they're combined with the Heikki-Lunta Festival in Negaunee. For insights tonight, our own John Truitt is live at the scene. John, how's it going?
Hi, Kevin. We're here live in downtown Negaunee on Iron Street, where they just kicked off the Meijer State Games and the Heikki-Lunta Festival. The combined festivals are going to take place here in Negaunee this year, Heikki-Lunta and the Meijer State Games. And joining me now is Courtney Miner from the Meijer State Games. Hello, Courtney.
Hi, how are you?
Great. It's a wonderful evening here. We have a good turnout on Iron Street. Tell me a little bit about the Meijer State Games. When did they come about, and what's it all about?
Yeah, so the Meijer State Games, or the State Games as a whole, is an Olympic-style multi-sport event for athletes of all ages and abilities. So it's really for anyone and everyone that's willing or wanting to try to get involved in different sports. We've been around for around 15 years now, and we're going into our 4th year up in the UP.
That's great. 4th year up here. Tell me about the athletes that are involved in the Meijer State Game.
Yeah, so our athletes range in a wide range of ages. The youngest is 3. The oldest that we have participated in our games is 87. And we have athletes in archery. We also have badminton. Oh my goodness, we have bowling. We have wrestling, figure skating. So we have so many different sports going on. And so there's really something for everyone.
How many athletes do we have competing this year?
Close to 1,000. Yeah.
And tell me where they come from. All over the state, or just the UP? How do you work that out?
Yeah, so we have 2 hubs, one in Marquette, and then we also have another hub in Grand Rapids. So for our Marquette hub, we have athletes from all over the Upper Peninsula, and we even have some that like to come over from Wisconsin to participate in some of our downhill events like Rail Jam.
Tell me about those events. They vary widely from skateboarding and snowboarding to all the other broomball, I think, is in there, and a whole bunch of other sports. Tell me about the activities.
Yeah, so we have goalball. So that is an adaptive sport for athletes with disabilities, if that's something that is interest of them. We also have sled hockey, which is another adaptive sport going on at Northern Michigan. And so we have badminton, we have bowling, like I mentioned. We also partner with our friends at the Luge Club as well, if there's anyone that's interested in trying out luge. And then we also have judo at Northern Lights. So there is something that is first time event, and then we have some long-standing events for or sports that have been going on a long time.
Right, so there are indoor events, there are outdoor events. You can take your pick if you're brave enough to come out and brave the temperatures.
Yeah.
Tell me about some of the outdoor sports. Tell me about the Rail Jam we're about to see.
Yeah, so that Rail Jam is also a low-cost entry. So if it's Rail Jam is geared towards snowboarding and skiing. So if that's something that you want to try, if you're just dipping your toes into a downhill sport and you want to be a little bit more adventurous, we also have some free merch, some t-shirt toss that we're doing, and some athlete grab bags with some of our stickers. Our amazing partners have also provided some gifts for athletes if they want to come and check us out. So yeah,
Okay.
It's hot.
Well, thank you, Courtney. That'll do it from downtown Negaunee. Back to you, Kevin, in the studio.
John, thanks very much. Coming up next, Mike Ludlam gives us your sports highlights. When we come back, we'll hear how NMU's hockey team is preparing for Lake Superior State this weekend. But first, here's your Upers United Volunteer Opportunity of the Day. Can't forget that. Next week, the UP 200 returns. There are multiple opportunities to help out, including merchandise sales and assisting at race checkpoints. To sign up to be a volunteer or check out other opportunities, just head to upersunited.com.
On tonight's CBS Evening News, we speak with astronaut Sonny Williams, whose one-week mission to the International Space Station has become an 8-month wait for a ride home.
And here on Earth, Steve Hartman goes on the road to Tennessee, where a woman gave her teacher an unforgettable lesson in grace. Do join us.
The wait is over. England Furniture's quick shipping is back at Kirkish Furniture. Choose your style and fabric and receive your furniture in as little as 30 days. Browse our in-stock selection or let our staff help you customize the perfect sofa or chair. Plus, 1 year free financing and free delivery.
Every day in this small town, we meet people at their worst.
We take the hits together. That's what it's all about.
This place is a way of giving you new family.
Looking forward to it.
These are our people. We have to go get them.
We're gonna get you out of there.
We need to go now. I got you.
I know you do.
Fire Country is all new CBS Tonight and streaming on Paramount Plus.
You have questions. Are your elected representatives in Washington working for you? Or do they stand on the issues and what's in it for you?
Get the answers you need on WZMQ 19 News. I'm Rachel Knapp.
And I'm Brendan Scanlon. Our job is reporting on Michigan's officials in Washington, covering and uncovering what they're doing, and then reporting directly to you. WZMQ 19's Washington Bureau works for you.
And we deliver.
Quality information straight from Capitol Hill. Only on WZMQ 19 News.
This is home for CBS. WZMQ 19.
Tonight's sports is brought to you by the Window Store.
Give your home a fresh new look with our energy-efficient windows and stylish doors. And here's a deal you won't want to miss. For a limited time, when you buy 3 windows or doors, you'll get 1 free. That's right, buy 3, get 1 free. Don't wait. This offer ends February 28th. Call today and start transforming your home with the Window Store. Quality windows, doors, and unbeatable savings. Only at the Window Store.
Good evening, everyone. The NMU hockey team travels to Sault Ste. Marie this weekend to wrap up games involving Lake Superior State and the Father Capel Cup. The Lakers won 5-0 and 5-1 back in November at the Barrie Event Center. Lake State is 0-4-1 in its last 5 games, and the Wildcats have dropped 4 in a row. NMU head coach Dave Shayak says the Lakers probably haven't changed much in the past 3 months.
I think they're fast. I think their power plays are good. And we've been pretty good on smaller ice surfaces. Hopefully we continue to do so and give it our best shot in terms of special teams, goaltending, consistency, competing. And then we've got a real good chance of coming away with some points.
Face off tonight, 7:07. Tomorrow's contest begins at 6:07 p.m. Michigan Tech hosts Bemidji State for Winter Carnival this weekend. 7:07 face off tonight and 5:07 p.m. tomorrow. Michigan Tech freshman goaltender Ryan Manzella has been named the Hockey Commissioners Association's Men's National Rookie of the Month for January. Manzella joined the team last month and posted a 5-0-0 record in 6 appearances, registering CCHA bests in goals against average 1.23 and shutouts 3. He stopped the season-high 31 shots in a 1-0 road blanking of then number 12 Minnesota State, and he also shut out Northern Michigan with 22 saves and Lake Superior State with 21. Also in hockey, Michigan visits Michigan State tonight, and the Spartans and Wolverines meet at Little Caesars Arena in Detroit tomorrow. In basketball, the Michigan State men's team hosts Oregon tomorrow at noon. MSU head coach Tom Izzo has 352 Big Ten Conference victories, one win shy of tying Bob Knight for the most by a coach in league history. The 70-year-old Izzo has 725 career wins overall. And finally, a couple thoughts about Super Bowl 59 Sunday in New Orleans.
I think there's anything better. That's the most important thing, is winning a Super Bowl. And you put yourself in football royalty for the rest of your life. So I know it'll make my family proud, it'll make my father proud. And then when you look at all the things you want to accomplish as a football player since you're a little kid, I think you ask anybody, majority of people, their goal would be winning a Super Bowl. So we're here, we have the opportunity, and we just got to try to take advantage of it.
Now, I've never been on a team that's won Super Bowls, so it's a championship culture. I mean, it's really not that complicated, honestly. It's just a championship culture here, man.
Kickoff Sunday a little after 6 o'clock Eastern Time. Kevin, back to you and the Upper Goddess.
That's right, Mike. It's time for the Upper Goddess. Lori's back in the kitchen to show us another recipe that might fit well with the big game this Sunday.
Hi. Another Super Bowl thing, Dean. Mm-hmm. Remember how we used to eat these? Spicy, salty, sweet chicken wraps with bacon. So the thing you're gonna do is you want to put a little bit of salt on your little pieces of chicken here. And you wanna put it in your mixture here. Now, this mixture is 2/3 cup brown sugar and 2 tablespoons of chili powder. And of course, Dean, I always put cayenne in our stuff, right?
Yeah.
In our opinion, right, cayenne is one of the best things you can eat.
Sure.
So we've really been mucking it up with the cayenne. So what I did with my bacon is I kind of pounded it out so it was thinner. So then when it cooks, it gets crunchy, right? So we're gonna wrap this up, and you put it on there because you want to see, how much of the bacon you need. With what bacon costs, you don't want to waste any, right? And then you're just gonna stick a toothpick in this and put it on your baking sheet. Now I got parchment under here. It's gonna be a total mess because there's sugar, 2/3 cup brown sugar, 2 tablespoons of chili powder, and a little bit of cayenne if you want. And that's gonna burn on the bottom of that pan. So if you have that, you don't even have nothing to clean up. Now look at how nice. This is a very it's not that expensive, but the bacon is the most expensive part. If you buy 2 chicken breasts, you can get a ton of these out of 2 chicken breasts. Remember when we used to have these all the time? Mm-hmm. That's so good. Bake these for 35 minutes, higher up in your oven. And they'll be nice and crunchy like this. Give it a try. Keep smiling.
Tom DeVecchio gives us a look at our overnight temperatures and a final look at weather when we come back.
Houghton's the spot where we get all 4 seasons, the snow, the shine, everything in between. So the shoes are everything. What you have is going to help you perform better, perform longer, stay injury-free longer. Whether you're a runner, walker, or you're just looking for a shoe to get yourself through the day, we'll take an extensive approach to finding the shoe that's right for you. Whatever surface that you're going to be on, we've got you covered.
WZMQ 19 seeks a talented and dynamic multimedia account executive who thrives in a fast-paced working environment. Passionate, motivated, goal-oriented individuals should apply. Responsibilities include identifying the needs of local businesses, developing strong relationships, selling advertising on our TV, digital, and CTV platforms. Email your resume and cover letter to advertising@WZMQ19.com today.
Oh, hi. I suppose you're wondering what an A-list celebrity like me is doing in a place like this. You must know, I'm saving the world. Oh, hi, Beth. Yep, saving the world again. Did you know that 40% of all the food produced in the United States is thrown away? That means everything that went into that food The pesticides, the water, the land was all for nothing. Just look at this perfectly good food thrown in the trash. The pizza with extra Cheerios, these goldfish and Band-Aid tacos. And just look at this perfect trash burger. This pasta dog looks delicious.
You don't have to dumpster dive like Ed Begley Jr. to save the planet. Fight food waste by shopping smart and using what you buy before it gets trashed.
That's way better. Ooh, arugula.
Do your part and find out other world-saving tips at betterthaned.org.
Things look tranquil for much of the night. Then the snow comes in toward daybreak on Saturday and will continue to be kind of grazed on the northern edge of a low pressure that's going to go across Wisconsin. We can get 1 to 2 for most of you, maybe a little more along the Wisconsin border by the end of the day. And then some lake effect kicks in, mainly far east Newberry towards Sault Ste. Marie on Saturday night. The rest of the forecast will have mostly cloudy skies, cold on Sunday, and that cold air continues for all of next week. Kevin, back to you.
Thanks, Tom, and we'll see you all later tonight.